technology is the way I see it affect me or has had an influence on me um, forever. Um, and so the aspects of technology could be very simple, like a radio, and then could be very complex, like a computer. And in my lifetime, I've seen technology change. Um, for a while, it was not changing a lot, but then suddenly it started changing. And the first time I ever used a telephone was when I was 9 years old. First, I thought it's not going to work. How can someone be there and this is just an inanimate object, and how can it have a person there? It was very, very, very. Well, I never used a telephone, and so I didn't know what it was going to be like. And once I heard the voice on the other line, then I was shocked. And for a little while, I kind of stumbled, or I kind of stayed in trance. But then I started talking, and then I thought, wow, this does work. A telephone does work. You can actually talk. And so television then I saw when I was in third grade, because only the wealthy folks had a television when I lived in Sonora. And so television was also a thing that, not because I didn't like it, it's just because I didn't have it, or very few had televisions. As I went through my bachelor's degrees in WSU in Pullman, we had to do writing on a typewriter, and we didn't have computers. Even when I got my master's, we didn't have a computer to do my thesis or my paper for my master's degree. And so I had to do it the old-fashioned, where you type, and if a paragraph or a topic, whatever your professor said you needed to change, then you had to redo the whole thing. It was not like having a computer where you just go to that paragraph and delete it and add like we do today. So it was quite a challenge to do it that way, but we thought it was normal.
Right.
Now that we have computers and we can go in and delete and add and change and paste and cut and here and there, you think about all the things that you did before and you think, wow, what a difference. And so in 90, 92, 95, we've seen the computers change in 10, 12 years so rapidly, with the telephones, with the cell phones, with having your own cell phone, and now kids asking, like in 5th, 6th grade, they already want a cell phone. But I had to think about the changes that technology has made, and how easy now is to think that you can have a cell phone. So yeah, technology has had a very long-lasting impact on me in the past 12 years. Yeah, first was the radio, because my grandfather had a radio that we had a battery that he had to go get to another town, because we live in the ranch, and we only used the radio for specific times, because he didn't want to use the battery a lot because they were expensive, and plus you had to go to another town to buy batteries. And I remember there were huge batteries, the size of a coffee thermos,
Oh wow!
really big ones. And I remember he put them in the radio, and we listened to novelas, but and he listened to the news only at specific times, and nobody could turn on the radio, only him. Then the other types of technology was the telephone later and television, and at school it was the back to the typewriter and television, and then later for my master it was the same, using a common typewriter. Not until after my master's that we moved, that I had a job as an assistant principal, that I began using, or I purchased my first computer and began learning the tricks in the computer. It was 1992, I think. It was a Mac. It was very one of the first ones. Very simple program. In fact, I didn't even know how to use it for a long time. It just was like trying to figure out how the thing worked. We paid a lot of money, and I thought it was a waste because I didn't know how to use it. Over $2,000 for a very, very simple computer.
Okay,
I would say when I was a kid, I I was born in a place where telephone, television, electricity was not non-existent, and even running water. Well, I've seen a reduction. The proliferation of technology makes prices go down. The first computers we got we paid 2,000 and so dollars for a Macintosh that was very simple, and now to pay $2,000 you get a much better equipment, and it has a lot of more programs, software, and included. And back in the old days, you just got the computer, and then if you wanted to get anything else, it was more money. So we got one with the basics. Now the production of, or I said proliferation, where there's so much, so many made, brings the price down. So people can have, with less money, they can have a computer for $600, $500. You can get a computer that does the basics, like word processor, maybe Excel, and maybe some kind of print shop program.